What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a video on the BECCA Apres Glow Collection products for winter 2017, and I picked up both of these products from my local Sephora. So let's go ahead and jump in and do a review on both. Let's first talk about the eye palette. This is called the Apres Ski Glow Collection Eye Lights Palette. Excuse me if I'm butchering that, I looked up how to say it. This palette is sold in Sephora and Ulta, and on Sephora's app it says that this is an online exclusive. That is false. I had this in my local Sephora, so I would recommend to call your stores if you're interested in it and you don't want to order it. But this palette retails for $45 and it's limited edition, and the description says that it is an iconic shimmering skin perfector pressed highlighter formula customized just for the eyes in 2 luxe finishes: satin and shimmer. Set your eyes aglow with warm fireside inspired shades. This limited edition eyeshadow palette features the best-selling shimmering skin perfector highlighter formula customized specifically for the eyes. This palette includes 5 shades inspired by BECCA's iconic highlighter shades: Pearl, Rose Quartz, Moonstone, Opal, and Topaz, and 2 holiday inspired shades: Toasted Marshmallow and Hot Cocoa. These exclusive pairings allow you to dial the lights up or down effortlessly to create a customized light effect for all skin tones and eye colors. This is the packaging. It is beautiful packaging. It is a light pale gold, and then it has like little snowflake details on it. It is absolutely gorgeous packaging. And then again with the actual palette, it is a mirrored palette with little snowflakes on it, and packaging is A1. And then on the back it has the names of the eyeshadows that are in here, and I like that the names match up with the placement of the eyeshadows. As per usual, BECCA always gives really nice mirrors in their palettes, nice, big, and clear. And then here's the eyeshadow palette. They look like little bitty mini eyeshadows, and it's placed in a circular manner with one in the middle, almost like a flower design. This palette retails for $45, and there are 7 eyeshadows in here, and in each eyeshadow there is 0.05 ounces of products or 1.4 grams of product. This is a palette of all shimmery eyeshadows. Before I used this eyeshadow palette, I did use a matte eyeshadow palette just to give myself more dimension, and I'll show you guys that in the demonstration. But this is an eyeshadow palette basically full of highlighters. Like the description says, it's a play off of their iconic shimmering skin perfectors, and that's how most of us found out about BECCA. Those highlighters, those are the ones I personally feel like changed the game. They weren't the first ones to come out with highlighters, but in my opinion, they were the ones to put it on the map. The eyeshadows in this palette are not as intense as the highlighters, but the colors are spot on. These are very smooth, but they are not really intense. So I did layer it up a bit. These gave an okay color payoff. If you like a very sheer wash of color like what you see on my lid, then you'll like these. I do think that this is really pretty and reminiscent of the holidays and a fireplace. The whole collection's ambiance is really captured in what they were going for. But as far as the actual colors, I don't think that these colors are really unique, and the color payoff is not quite there. You can go in with these dampened to make them a little bit more intense, but I think that these colors are very muted, and I think that these are a muted variation of their shimmering skin perfectors. Dare I say, if you already have the shimmering skin perfectors, I would recommend that you just use those on your lid. I feel like you can get a similar look, if not an even prettier look, as opposed to purchasing this palette, which in my opinion is a little bit pricey. It's $45 for 7 eyeshadows, and that is a lot in this day and time. When we spend $50, most of the time we at least get 10 eyeshadows. The quality of this eyeshadow palette is okay, but I don't feel justified in spending $45 on it, so I'm going to say I pass on it. Next we have the Apres Ski Glow face palette, and this one has blue packaging as opposed to the gold that the eyeshadow palette has, and it is in a square box, and again it has the same design. This one is also limited edition. It says that this is a face palette that gives you the perfect rosy, fresh from the slopes glow. From the slopes to the spotlight, this exclusive palette includes a new shimmering skin perfector pressed highlighter, an icicle, a cool icy prismatic frost with a tint of blue, and a new mineral blush in winter berry, the perfect natural rosy pink. The limited edition shades are paired with 4 of Becca's best-selling iconic hues. The possibilities are endless, from a natural fresh from the slopes glow to a sultry ski bunny bronzed highlight. Again, the packaging of the actual palette is the same as the box, and it is mirrored as well. And then when you open it up, again, this really big nice mirror, and here are the products. So it's 6 products in here. I'm trying not to blind y'all so hard. I'm just turning it towards me. In the palette, 3 products have 0.09 ounces of product, or 2.55 grams of product. And those are the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Opal, Rose Quartz, and Icicle. And then the following has 0.09 ounces of product, or 0.22 grams of product. Honestly, okay, so I don't know why they broke it down like this, but all 6 of them have the same amount of product. So I don't know why they listed it out like that. That's kind of weird. But they all have 0.09 ounces of product, or 2.55 grams. And I just realized that, like, when I got midway down the list, I'm like, it all says the same thing. Of this palette, there are only 2 new products. So those are Icicle and Winterberry. Everything else is in their permanent lineup. So definitely check your collections to see if you have any of these. But the formulation of this palette is amazing. I love the way everything applied. Becca's quality in their face powders is phenomenal. I love their Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I don't use them as often as I did before. It's still an amazing formula. What I like about this palette is that I think that it's women of color friendly. If you remove this blue highlighter, this is a beautiful everyday type palette, and then the blue highlighter gives it a nice fun pop of color. This palette is $54, but I feel like you get a lot of products in here, and based on Becca's everyday price point, I feel like this palette is a really good value. I like all of the colors in here that I applied on my face. They were all very smooth. They weren't patchy. I feel like they were all true to color. I like how reflective they are without being obnoxious, and they weren't dry. Very creamy powder formula, and I really like that about them. The only downfall is that there are so many repromotes and permanent shades in the palette, so if you already have these, that could deter you from purchasing it. But if you don't, I would say get it. Or if you do have them and you travel a lot, I feel like this will be a perfect travel companion, because it has a bronzer in here, it has different color highlighters in here, and then this blush is going to give you a really nice pretty flush look. And I have on the blush right now, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I think that it's so pretty, and I'm not a big pink fan, so when I really like a pink color, it really says something. It's like a rosy pink color, and I think that it just looks really fresh and awake on my face, and it doesn't look like Barbie and fake. So I really like the color selection in here. I recommend it if you've never tried BECCA products. I think that this is a great price point to start at. I feel like the colors in here will allow you to create different cheek looks. So sometimes you may want to go a little bit lighter. Sometimes you may want to have that blue iridescence. Just depending on your mood, I feel like it's a nice selection of colors in here. This screams winter to me, and I think that it's a really nice buy from BECCA. Overall, I really like this palette, and this one I'm just like so about. Honestly, if you're going to pick one or the other, I would pick this one. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into swatches of both of the palettes. That way you guys can see both of the products. The swatches are dry swatches just with my finger, and I do it on my arm. And then following that, I'm going to do demonstrations using both of the products. So you'll see a mini tutorial of me using the eyeshadow palette, and then for the face palette, I'm going to do that sped up, and that way you can see me applying all the colors, and it doesn't take 45 minutes. So let me know what you guys think about these products down in the comments section, and I will talk to you guys soon. Enjoy. let's do the eyes. I've already prepped my eyes and I've done a basic eye look using my matte eyeshadows. I use my Viseart Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette because this palette does not have any matte eyeshadows. So I'm first going to take the color Pearl with my 239 brush by MAC. I'm going to pop that on my inner tear duct. Next, I'm going to take the color Moonstone and I'm going to tap that right next to that color. This one is a lot more shimmery. I'm making sure not to take that above my crease. And again, same brush, I'm going to take the color Rose Quartz and patting that more so on the center of the lid, making sure to blend it in with Moonstone eyeshadow, so tapping on the edge. And I'm not going to take this all the way over. And lastly, with the same brush, I'm going to take the color Hot Cocoa. I want this color right here on the very outer corner. And I'm going to blend this up onto my crease work. I'm going to take that same color, Hot Cocoa, same brush, and I'm going to trace that along my lower lash line. I already have on my concealer today, guys. Then I'm going to take a mixture of Opal and Moonstone and put that on my inner lower tear duct. So I'm going to add some eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. So this is the final look. If you guys want to know any details as to what's on my face, I will have all the information listed down below in the description box. But if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And in the comment section, let me know whether or not you're going to be buying this or saying bye to it. I would love to know. And until the very next video, smooches. Bye.